Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. So if this is your first time visiting my channel, please go ahead and click on subscribe and also click on the bell to receive all the updates and activities on the channel. Alright, so this is a quick update as far as how the season's going. Up in the Northeast, it's been up and down. We've had a lot of snow, then we've had rain and warm spells and everything else. So pretty much anything in southern New Hampshire and southern Vermont has been up and down. And there's been a couple other things with work and availability from the couple guys I ride with. We hadn't been in sync. So on February 2nd, that was really the first trip we took and went up with my wife and daughter and had a great time. So just as a review, they put the ice scratchers on the Adventure. Those things work awesome because like I alluded to in the when the installation, before I put these on, the first time I rode this sled on New Year's Eve day, it was about 25-30 degrees on hardpack. This sled actually got up to 160 degrees at one point. Since we put the scratchers on, the thing never went over 125, which was great. The Adventure performed awesome. My wife and my daughter primarily rode it last weekend, rode great. The lock and ride seat system with the saddlebags works awesome. We were able to essentially bring all of our extra gear, you know, gloves, neck warmers, clavas, stuff like that, drinks, and some tools, stuck them in the bag. Worked great. Just to give you a quick idea how this thing works. Release the lock, and then the seat, the armrest will swing out so the people can get on, and you just swing it back in, lock it in, and then it locks in. So one complaint that my daughter had at the end of the day was her hands were cold. And so what I did is I took the gauntlets when we got back home, and what I did is I retrofitted the gauntlets to fit on this style, because you have to remember when somebody is riding on here, the way the grips are, they're really coming down, and without the gauntlets, your hands are really exposed out there. So what I did is I took a soldering gun, I melted a hole through the gauntlets, and I used the existing hardware that is on the lock and ride seat to essentially hold the gauntlets onto the mounts or grips or whatever you want to call them, and then they're velcroed in. So hopefully with this setup, you know, my daughter's hands are going to be shielded from the wind, and she won't have an issue being cold on her hands. So actually one issue that we found out is even though the hand warmers, which are right there, and that rocker switch, I thought that they were all set to go from the previous owner. And it turned out when I brought it home and I started taking a look at stuff, I was checking for voltage at the plug, which is right there, and I had no voltage. So I ripped this thing apart, took the console off, and turned out the switch wasn't even plugged in. So I'm not sure what happened with that, you know. So I kind of feel bad for my daughter, because I should have checked that before she went. But she was a trooper. But now everything's working. The hand warmers are working, and so with the gauntlets, she should be nice and toasty on the back. Both my wife and daughter said they were completely comfortable throughout the ride. We probably did about 80 miles on Saturday, which is great for first time them being out with the overload spring in there, the Fat Boy spring. No issues with it bottoming out. I think I rode with my daughter with it probably about 5 or 10 miles towards the end of the day, and even with me on it and with her, never had any issues with it bottoming out. The sled ran great. So big thumbs up on the Adventure. Next trip is President's Day week. My daughter will be on vacation that week, and we're actually going up there for the entire week, so we should be able to get some serious mileage on this sled. Fusion is still underneath the cover. Sled ran great, no issues. Again, the Fusion is super reliable and never have any issues with this sled. Ran great, so it's kind of bulletproof, very low technology on it. Hand warmers work great now that they're fixed. So with that being said, we are ready to go for a week and go from there. So I hope everybody else is having a better season than I am, but we're hoping to put on a lot more miles within the week coming up and kind of make up for lost time in January. So with that being said, I hope everybody's having a great day. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, go leave them in the comments box and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Talk to you later. See ya.